Yes, sir, Coach Sanford. I wanted to ask you. So we've been talking quarterbacks. Let's break down this matchup. KJ Jefferson, Shador Sanders. Obviously, KJ Jefferson comes from Arkansas. Not the best passer like Shador, but he's athletic. He can run. Just break this down. What are your thoughts on this quarterback
Tough as
matchup?
nails.
Yeah, this is concerning to me on one front. The amount of just chalkboard cover one man to man that this defense has played for or has played with, and I'm talking about CU. The biggest threat to this defense is the quarterback driven run game. And if you're seeing a single high coverage and you're getting an extra safety in the box as a box element, and if he's really playing like pure chalkboard cover one and following the yo tight end across in man coverage, there's going to be some quarterback driven run opportunities. And KJ Jefferson might be the fastest quarterback when healthy in college football. The dude, like, if you're out of your fits, which cover one makes run fits hard, it puts some run. There's conflict because you have coverage responsibilities, 2-on-1ing the back. He goes this way, he's mine. And that's why cover one is frankly, it got ran out of college football because of quarterback driven run game. That's why everybody went to cover 4 and 4 mini and 6 mini to be able to utilize that boundary box safety in quarters at 10 yards as that extra run defender. And so I have my concerns about the QB driven run game. UCF without the QB driven run game, still one of the best running attacks in college football, if not number one, I think. But their schedule is light. Yeah, their schedule is light. This is going to be a different challenge for UCF. It's not just, it's not like the Broncos are just going to roll out the same game plan against Robert Saleh and the New York Jets, and they're going to have the same success. It's a different week. It's a different game plan for UCF. KJ Jefferson is probably an X factor in this game with his legs, because if he finds 6-7 yards of green grass, he's going crib. Like that. That's who he is as a football player.
So obviously we've struggled in 2 of the 3 games played, or what, 4 games, the 3-1s, and three of the 4 games played, we've struggled with the quarterback run. Well, I guess 2 of the 4. Nebraska and CSU, Raiola didn't really run, but we gave up a touchdown on a quarterback draw to North Dakota State. We gave up a touchdown on a quarterback draw to Baylor. I mean, when they went there on that 4th down and they went from condensed to spread, I was screaming, draw. And of course it was a draw to the house. Look, the defense is so much improved, bro. They are so much better than they were last year. Even with that quarterback run, they held Baylor's running game like 30 carries and 87 yards. That's big time. That's 3 yards a carry. Is the defense real?
It has better players, and namely at the linebacker position. I still don't think that CU through 4 games has been tested by a good aerial attack. The four teams that CU's played, none of them are terrible offensively, even though CSU and that they look terrible and they're struggling. But none of them are terrible, but none of them are, I'd say, upper echelon of college football from an offensive perspective. UCF with Gus Malzahn and the dependence on the quarterback-driven run game and all of the pop passes that come off of the quarterback-driven run game, they put you in some serious conflict. This is going to be a great challenge. This is by far the best challenge for this defense. They have played it and very intelligently against their first 4 opponents. They played population box defense because of cover one. But there's times where I see there are some fit issues, but because there are more hats at the point of attack, you end up stopping the run game for typically 2 to 5 yards gains because there's an extra hat. That's going to be neutralized a bit this game with the quarterback run game.
All right. So they're 15-point underdogs, bro. 15 points. I'm disrespected. Like I feel like I need to go up there and tell them to lock the fucking gates. Like that 15 points. I'm sorry, but that's some bullshit. I'll take the number, but that's the bullshit.
I mean, you can be mad all you want. You can be mad all you want.
How is 15 points?
The only rationale that I can make sense of is for UCF to win this football game, which they are the money line favorite, right? If you looked at money line,
it's like plus 310 or some shit.
Their best bet is to win by 15 or more. They've got to secure two or more possessions of a lead going into the 4th quarter, deep into the 4th quarter, because if the game's close, who's winning?
See you.
And like that's what I keep saying. Like when I watch this team, I'm just sitting there like, what teams that build a lead and then pull the reins back on their offense just a little bit, take the foot off the gas pedal. I'm like, you're gonna lose. Like you're gonna lose. It's clear as day you're gonna lose this football game. And I think with the defense being even better than it was a year ago, I think that it is more challenging to bleed out the clock via the 4-minute offense starting like in the late third quarter or fourth quarter. You're not going to do it because they are overpopulating the box and they have two very good inside backers and good front players as well. But yeah, like if I were talking to an opposing team, which I don't talk to anybody. I'm in the media now. Nobody wants to talk to me on the coaching landscape, but but what I would tell you is like, if you want to beat CU, whatever builds you the lead, do the same thing for 4 quarters. That's your best bet. Because if you start going into University of Minnesota, PJ Fleck, run the football because you have a 3-point lead the rest of the game after, a quarter, you're going to get beat. Like it's point blank period. You will get beat if you get into that mode because they will find a way with number 2 playing quarterback and the receiving crew that they do have. It's kiss it goodbye.
A prediction. How do you think CU is going to do this weekend at UCF?
I think UCF wins by 17 or CU wins by 3.
Oh my God! I'll take the CU win by 3.
It's going to be one or the other. I watch every game and I'm like, one of these two things is happening. And I think we're going to see at times this year either one on both sides of the pendulum. But this team's 3-1. It's in a different spot, I think, than it was a year ago. It's acquitted better to handle, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. Keeping games closer and within reach of Shedeur Sanders taking over and doing what he does.